morning, everyone. Welcome to our morning dew movement and meditation yoga practice this morning. We're going to begin sitting up in Sukhasana, or easy pose, and just bring those peace hands to the front of your heart and softly close your eyes and bow your head down for just a moment. Touching your thumbs to your heart center, connecting to the space within. Just allowing your breath to be soft and gentle. Taking a few moments to really get present. Focusing your attention. Take a nice soft breath in, flutter those eyes open, and lift your hips. We're going to begin just by inhaling it up 3 times, nice and gentle. Good. You can move into a really gentle, soft twist. So inhaling up, and then turn and twist to the right. And inhaling it right back up, and twist to the left. So we're just going to keep this going for a few rounds. You can move to the rhythm of your own breath. Just inhaling up to the center, and then exhaling to twist. Going a few more times. Inhaling, exhaling, twisting gently side to side. After you next twist to the left, come back up through center, and then pause. Beautiful. We're going to take our twist just a little bit deeper. So you're going to bring inhale your right arm up and behind you as your left hand comes to the outside of your left knee. So that you can use your hands to just gently deepen your stretch. Looking behind you, over the top of your shoulder. Just going to pause here for a few breaths. And on your next exhale, coming back through center, lifting those arms up, twisting that left hand behind you, right hand to the outside of your left knee, twisting to look over your shoulder. Back up through center, and I'm going to do that part. So yogis, we're going to take our twist just a little bit deeper. So we're going to inhale both arms up, and as you exhale, you're going to twist to the right, floating that left hand to the outside of your right knee, putting the fingertips of your right hand on the floor behind you, and then slowly twisting to look over your shoulder. And just pause here for a few breaths. Inhale back up through center, and as you exhale, twist to the left, placing your right hand on the outside of your left knee, left fingertips behind you, looking over your shoulder. And don't worry about twisting left or right, following the same thing that I'm doing. As long as you twist to each side, it's totally fine to twist in whichever order works for you. Good, let's inhale back up through center and float those arms out to our side. We're going to move down onto our backs. Okay. So we're going going to begin by rolling down very, very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, until you're flat on your back. Knees will stay bent. We're going to move our feet wide, just about as wide as your yoga mat. Let those knees fall in to touch, and just place your palms over your belly. And just close your eyes here and take a few nice deep breaths in and sigh it out. One more time. Good. Softly fluttering those eyes open. You're going to open up your knees so that your feet are about hips distance apart. Your palms are down on the floor. And you might need to kind of roll those shoulder blades underneath your back. And then you're just going to press up into a nice, gentle bridge. You don't need to come up super high. You're just going to press up into this bridge. We're going to hold it here for a few breaths. And then slowly, slowly release it back down. Just for a moment, pressing it right back up. Maybe this time you're able to lift a little bit higher. But if not, no worries. Lowering it back down just to touch our sit bones to the mat, lifting right back up. I'm going to hold this one just a little bit longer. Remembering to breathe, keeping your gaze soft. And then slowly lowering it down. Maybe just windshield wiping those knees from side to side. Coming back to center. Maybe you might need to get reset a little bit. Perhaps you shifted on your mat. So just make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart. Get those shoulder blades underneath you. And this time we're going to add a little bit of arm movement. So we're going to lift up with our hips and our arms, stretching them overhead. Holding it here for a breath or two. And then slowly lowering back down. Just to touch, and then we're lifting right back up. This is a nice, gentle, slow movement. And we're just going to keep this going for a few more breaths. So inhaling up, and then exhaling back down. Let's do two more. One more time. Good. Let's windshield wiper those knees again, from side to side. Finding yourself back in neutral or center. Once again, just check those feet. Maybe you need to wiggle those shoulder blades underneath you a little bit more. This time we're going to press up into our bridge, and we're going to lift one leg up into the air. And then we're going to pulse it up and down for 5 counts. Those are your little movements, nice and small and gentle. And then carefully placing that foot back on the ground. Let's lower down just a touch. Pressing right back up. This time lifting that other leg nice and high. Toes are pointed. And then we're going to pulse it up and down. Just for 5. And then slowly and gently placing that foot back down on the floor, lowering those hips. Windshield wiper those legs from side to side. Now you're going to straighten one leg out. And you're going to bend that other leg into a half happy baby, holding onto the outside of that foot. Right, just giving your hip, your leg, your knee a nice, gentle stretch. Hip opening out to the side. Wiggle a little bit, rock a little bit, just get a little bit of movement there. And then you're going to gently release that foot, straighten that leg out, then the other side. Hold onto the outside of that foot. Use your arm to pull your knee closer to your shoulder. Maybe make some little circles. Good. Now you're going to lift your other leg up so you have both knees are bent, holding onto the outside of your feet with both hands. Happy baby. Just rocking a little bit from side to side. Keep kicking those legs a little bit with the happy baby. And then you're going to place both feet back down on your mat. Walking your feet out nice and wide so they're about as wide as your mat. Letting those knees fall into touch. Hands are on your belly. Your eyes are closed. Your breathing is soft. And we are going to listen to a warning to guided meditation. So with your eyes closed, your hands are on your belly, your breath is soft. Imagine that you are outside. It is early in the morning, and imagine that you are lying on a soft bed of moss in the middle of an enchanted wood. With your eyes softly closed, imagine that there is a light fog and a soft mist hanging in the sky. The air feels cool. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently let your breath out softly through your nose. Finding stillness and peace in your body. Notice how quiet the forest is early in the morning. Listen for the sound of dewdrops gently falling from the leaves of the giant trees. Imagine that you can see dewdrops on each flower petal. The dewdrops are balanced on the pink flower petals like little glistening gems. The morning dewdrops are rolling off of the purple petals, landing softly on the moss. Imagine a fairy landing on a white flower petal and taking a dewdrop sip. Imagine a soft shower of dewdrops falling from a mushroom cap, showering the forest snails and frogs below. Imagine a shimmering dewdrop right in the middle of your foot. Breathing in, breathing out. Imagine that you can feel a soft, gentle breeze on your skin. The sun is just beginning to peek out as the forest begins to wake up. Dewdrops are beginning to dry under the bright sun. The flower petals are lifting up to reach the sky. And the fairies are flying back into the woods, back into their home. Take a soft, gentle breath in, and a soft breath out. Noticing the fog lifting as your skin begins to gently warm under the sun. Taking another soft breath in and out. You're going to take your hands off of your belly and gently place them on the ground beside you, stretching your legs out. On your next breath in, you're going to reach your arms up over your head, point those toes, and just shift from side to side, stretching out one side of your body and then the other, almost like you're picking apples, just reaching through each side, stretching a little bit longer. And you're going to hug those knees into your heart, into your chest, and give yourself a nice little hug. And then roll a little bit from side to side. And then gently rolling over onto your right hand side. And pausing here for just a moment. And then taking your left hand and placing it down on the floor until you rise back up to sitting. And then just come to a comfortable seated position in Sukhasana. Placing your hands on your knees, sitting up nice and tall. And practice our star breath. So holding one hand up in front of you, taking the finger of your other hand, and as we trace each finger, we're going to breathe in and out. Placing those peace hands together again in front of your heart, touching those thumbs to your heart center, bowing down slightly, just giving yourself thanks for being here today, for giving yourself the gift of self-care. Until I see you next time.